Another day, another video. So today's video is all about gratitude. And last year, in my 21st year, I talked about wanting to be more grateful when it comes to all outlooks of life, and I feel like I've really accomplished that, and I've really worked hard towards that. And I really feel my perspective on life has been positively influenced because of having this more gratitude centered thought process. So I want to talk about 22 things I'm grateful for going into my 22nd year. Now I wrote this down on my iPad, so let me just open that up and we're gonna get right to it. The first thing I am grateful for in my 22nd year is my family, which includes my friends. I technically consider my friends like family because we're just that close, but I think I have an amazing support system. Like, I have the coolest bunch, the craziest, funkiest, the most unconventional, loving. They genuinely love me unconditionally, and I know it, and I'm very confident in that. So I would definitely say my family, is my first and biggest thing I'm grateful for, especially a mi madre. My mi madre, she is, and my sissy. See, I continue and I'll just list everyone to this point if I just keep going, so I'm gonna generalize it to my family. The second thing is the ability for my body to move without restriction and being able to push my limits through working out. I feel like this year in my fitness journey, I've really developed into the person I want to be when it comes to my fitness. And that is someone who's not only confident, because I feel like that is such a strong pillar in the fitness or the workout community, is to gain confidence, but also to build strength, both physically and mentally. And I am so grateful to feel like I've achieved that point. Now, I'm not saying I'm already there. It's of course a work in progress, but I really can feel the differences now, both physically and mentally. More importantly, mentally is what I'm trying to focus on right now, so I'm really grateful for that. The next one is the night sky, such as seeing the moon and the stars, so like a starry night. I live in a town where it's not too smoky. Well, we have wildfires right now, but with the exception of that. And it's really nice to see these stars out at night. And ever since I was little, I've loved looking at the night stars. Like the night stars and the moon, I love looking up. Even like if it's not showing as much as I'd preferred, I just love looking up and just staring at like the stars and the moon. So I'm really grateful for that because I think it's a beautiful, beautiful piece, and I never get bored looking at it, and I feel like it never gets old. Like, I've been in love with the moons and the stars since I was little, and 22-year-old me is still obsessed with this, and I'm genuinely extremely grateful for that. Even though it's really small. But the next one is for my faith and my blessings. I feel like I've had a rough couple years, and even in my 21st year, it wasn't all sunshine and sparkles. I don't know how else to put it, but it wasn't the easiest year. But because I came in with such like a grateful outlook, and I came in with gratitude, I feel like I turned what could have been misfortunes or what could have been hard times and seeing the blessings from them. And I'm really grateful for myself for having the strength to do that, and also for like the genuine blessings I've been blessed with, because it has been a crazy, but it's been such a good year for me. And the fifth one is something I'm not always happy about, but it is the jobs I've had and what they've taught me. I've had your run-of-the-mill part-time jobs. I feel like, though, I had harder like part-time jobs, but that's made me grateful because every time I get a new job or a new opportunity, I am beyond grateful for it because of where I came from. And I'm also more appreciative of all career outlooks and like all career facets, because they are hard jobs, you guys. Like, people are working their butts off. And now I have so much, like, I'm so much more thankful for them. I'm so much more thankful for what they do. I'm thankful for the work they put in. And that's because I was put in a position where I worked a fragment of what their jobs are. Because I feel like those jobs that I had before, and still kind of do, were more like labor intense. So I'm grateful for it, and I feel like it taught me a lot of discipline. It taught me confidence in talking with people and interacting, and it taught me a lot about myself and what I'm willing to take and not take, regardless of the career I'm in, because I feel like every person, regardless of what they work as, deserves respect. And those jobs definitely taught me that. The hard way, y'all. The hard way. So the next one is bread. I love it. In my family, I'm known as the Debonat because it translates to like bread mom, but I love bread. I love bread so much, you guys. Especially like in our culture, we make traditional bread. Even hambasha, that's like another style of bread. I love bread. Just the thought of it makes me so happy. The next one is laughter, like a good, full, like belly laugh. Like, I love smiling. I love laughing. I'm trying to add those years to my life. You know what they say, every time you laugh, 10 years is added, and I'm trying for that. But I love laughing. I love happiness. And I feel like laughing is just like, it's contagious. So I love it. I don't think you need much of an explanation for that one. But the next one, number 8, is meaningful conversation. The kind of stuff that makes you feel actually connected with a person. Like that type of meaningful conversation. This one is very important with me. It is something I'm trying to work on because my communication is not the best. But I feel like I've been having much more meaningful conversations, and it's taught me a lot of the person it's taught me a lot about the person I'm talking to, and a lot about myself. I feel like the whole phrase that you're given one mouth and 2 ears really is more apparent when you're having these conversations, and I genuinely love it because I feel like I'm learning a new side of that person each time I'm having a conversation like that. And I just love getting deep. But yes, the 9th is, it's something that's a little more, it looks back on my past, and it's about my childhood and where I came from. I think having gratitude for the past you, and the past you that's gone through all the trials and tribulations and all of the amazing memories. Like, when I say I've had one of the most amazing childhoods ever, and I know that is subjective. Like, if I were to ever tell the whole thing, it's probably not gonna seem that way to a lot of people, or it'll seem like the most amazing thing. But to me, my childhood was pretty epic. I love it, and it wasn't the easiest, and I learned a lot because of it. But I'm so grateful, and I wouldn't change a thing, genuinely, because if I changed the past me or the past experiences that I had, I wouldn't be the me now, and I don't think I would want to change the current me. So I'm grateful for little me and the little me experiences that I had. The next one is silver linings. They're always there if you look hard enough. Now, I feel like it's so easy for, I'm gonna say, for me specifically, to go into rabbit holes when something goes wrong or there's something that just doesn't go my way. I'm so hard on myself, and I think I've just always been like that. But I do this thing where I'll start with one thing and then I'll take it to another and then another and then another. And before I know it, I'm down in this deep rabbit hole that I can't get myself out of. And it is really hard to. So although I don't want to dismiss those feelings that I'm having, I try now to look at the silver linings of things. So if something bad happens, of course, like feel those, like the sadness or the emotions that are coming up, but try to look for the silver lining, because it can really help you get out of that rabbit hole much easier, or it can even help you not even get into it to begin with, because it's really hard when you start, and it's so easy to get into those rabbit holes. So look for those silver linings. That is something I'm so grateful for. The next one is, it goes back to number 9, but it is how far I've come and this excitement of where I will go. Now, I don't know where my future's gonna take me. I'm just gonna say that. We're gonna put that out there. I don't know where I'm going, but I do know the me right now is prepared for what's gonna come. And even if it's stuff that I don't like, I will take it in strides. And I have built a confidence that I can say with such a genuine feeling that I will be okay. So now when I look to the future, it is so scary, you guys. But I'm also really excited because it's something new that I'm going to experience. I don't have all the answers to whatever questions are going to come up, but I'm going to try to be happy for what's going to come my way, and I'm going to try my hardest to take it in strides. But also, I'm proud of how far I've come. Like I said, at number 9. The next one is an inspiring brainstorm session. Now, I don't know about you guys, but like brainstorming is my favorite part. Like planning in anything is my favorite part. I thrive off of the planning. So having like a strong brainstorming session, it just tingles a little. Like it just, it has your creative juices flowing. It gives you a sense of like accomplishment to like have thought out your thoughts onto a paper, or in my case onto like my iPad. Just being able to do that is such a big thing, and I feel like it's so underrated. So a good brainstorming session does a lot for those endorphins. The next one is my room, my own place for myself. Now, I love my room. I have upgraded, well, I've been very blessed to be able to upgrade the size of my room. And don't get me wrong, I love my previous room. The lighting, chef's kisses. Those outfit videos with that white wall was giving. But this room, I have a lot more space. Now, it's not the cleanest, but when it is, it'd be perfect. Honestly, even the vibes. I have like vineyards like going from the top. I have my sunlight, and I just love it. I love my room. I love my space. I love something to call my own, and I'm so grateful to have this room and this space, because a lot of things go down in here, and I'm so grateful I have a space to create, a space to cry, and a space to just be me. Like, I do the goofiest stuff in this room. I come up with my biggest ideas in this room, and the fact that I have it is something to be grateful for. And I feel like it's something that I overlook a lot. Y'all, I have a walk-in closet. A walk-in closet. The next one is photos and videos, captured memories that are time-stamped. Now, I love video recordings, as we can tell, because as much as I'm making these videos for the audience watching, these videos are more for myself. These videos are to look back to see what me in this time was like. and what I experience, because I'm a forgetful person. So having these videos are really helpful. And it gives me timestamps. So that's why I've always loved photography, videography, and I think that's one of the reasons why I made this channel. If I'm being very honest, it's because I love to capture memories, and I love to capture myself in time and capture what I love in time. So yes. Number 15, those moments when I stand still and see the beauty of the landscape around me. I have been so blessed to have a family that loves to travel, and we love to go places, from road tripping to flying to just even walking around in our city. And taking a moment to just stand there, or to just sit there, feeling the breeze on your face, the sun blastering on your face, to hear the waters, to hear the sand, the ocean, to hear all those things, to hear the birds, to hear like crickets, literal crickets, to hear people talking, laughter, cars going, people blasting music in their cars, people doing activities, bikes, scooters, the views. When you stand in one moment in time and see what's around you, you start to see for what it is. And I personally think it's quite beautiful, and it makes me so grateful to be able to have the presence to do that and to be there in those moments. Even though it might not be a big thing, like when you're with family, just sitting there and seeing everyone interact with each other, I feel like it's such a huge thing that I have definitely taken for granted all these years, that now I don't do anymore. But it's a beautiful thing, and I hope it's something that all of us can experience every now and then. And yeah. Number 16. I am known for this one, but it is the ability to sleep literally anywhere. I don't have a problem with sleeping, and it doesn't matter how long I sleep, I will feel refreshed afterwards. Like, it can be 20 minutes. Like, even a moment of me closing my eyes and opening it, I feel well rested. And it's a weird thing. I don't know what it is. I don't know how to explain it, but I can sleep anywhere, everywhere, anytime. I will sleep a whole 8 hours and I can sleep more. Now, I don't think that's a good thing now that I said it out loud. But my ability to sleep is a big thing. I feel like it's something that can be taken for granted, because a good night's sleep can do a lot for a person. You need that sleep. So I'm grateful that I don't have any trouble with my sleep. Even though I definitely want to work on not like napping during the day and stuff like that, I'm grateful that I can sleep and have a well-rested sleep. Number 17. Finding something I love for the me right now and having the opportunities and resources to pursue it. Now, I feel like this is more talking about like the hobbies that I have, and I am the type of person where I can very easily go into things and jump out of them, but the ability to have the resources to do those hobbies is a big thing. And I feel like in the past I've definitely taken it for granted, but now I'm very grateful that I can do these hobbies, or even like these spur of the moment things I want to pursue, and I'm very grateful for it. So that's the next one. Number 18, time. Just having time. The ability for me to sit here and talk to a camera and talk about all these things I'm grateful for. Having the time to do anything, even like from the most, like, this is gonna sound so mundane and it's gonna sound so repetitive, but what people say about like being able to wake up is such a true statement. And I feel like I've definitely taken that for granted. I've taken the time I have in my life for granted. And in other senses, I feel like I've gone into this routine sometimes where I forget that yes, I of course have all this time, and I probably will in the future, but I can't predict the future. I can't predict what time will give me, or what time I'll have in the future, or the time with my loved ones. So just being able to have time is such a big thing that I am so immensely grateful for now. And I think that's something that I'm consistently more grateful for, that I say out loud. And the more I say it out loud, the more I feel the weight of what I'm saying. Because when I say it like this, I feel like it's something that can be like, of course, like, you have time for anything, like, but actually valuing that time for what it is, I feel like it changes the magnitude of the situation. So it's not a moment to pass by, or a moment that'll just go in time. You're now living in that moment, in that time, for what it is, and being grateful for that. And just by doing that, you have a more positive outlook. I feel like, at least for myself, I've had a more positive outlook for that reason. So yes. Number 19, we're hitting the 20s now. My curly hair that I have come to love. I have not always loved my curly hair, I will be definitely honest. I wanted to have straight hair. I had frizzy hair, but that's because I was combing it out. And that's as close as I could get as straight. So yeah, I did not always love my hair, but now I love my hair. And I'm more grateful for my hair. I'm more grateful for what it makes me look like. I'm more grateful for what it can do. And I think it's something that is a beautiful addition to me, like, but I'm grateful for my hair. And yes, it's a cool thing. Number 20, the air after it rains. Now, in some places it might not smell great, but in the right circumstances, like on a field, well, not too much of a grassy field, but like that smell, that like refresh, clear, crisp smell after it rains, unmatched. There's nothing better than that. 21, my determination. I feel like I'm a very determined person now, and I'm starting to see it, and I'm more grateful for it now, because if it weren't for my determination, I would not be here. I really wouldn't. If it weren't for my determination, I wouldn't be finishing my psych degree. If it weren't for my determination, I would probably not be in nursing. If it weren't for my determination, I would have not been at the job I am right now. If it weren't for my determination, I wouldn't have worked on myself so hard to be this version of myself. If it weren't for my determination, I wouldn't be as happy as I am. I know that sounds so cringy, but it really is true. If it weren't for my determination, I would not be the person I am today. And that is so much better than the person I was yesterday, a year ago, 5 years ago, even 10 years ago. So I am very grateful for my determination, and I hope I can build on it in the future too, because I feel like there's definitely facets that I want to work on in terms of my determination and confidence, but I am so grateful that I have been able to work as hard as I have and been able to come to this point in time. So yeah, my determination. The next one and the last one, the 22nd thing I am thankful for in my 22nd year is doing this. My creativity flows with the plus of making my own path with these videos. They're like my digital diary. Being able to do this is something I'm so grateful for, because I feel like it's definitely taken me out of my shell, out of my element, but it has definitely built confidence in ways I could have never thought of. And it's made me so much happier seeing all these videos and seeing where I came from recording videos. This is something I'm so immensely grateful for, and I definitely don't take this for granted. I love making videos. I love recording. I love treating this like my digital diary. We are not 200 subscribers. Well, 201. Let me not leave out that one girl pop or guy pop or whoever they are. But yes, we're at 201 people. Honestly, I never thought it would reach this point, and to some it might still look small, but I love it. I love that you guys take the time to watch this, but as much as I love you guys watching it, I love creating this even more. I love going through the process from planning to recording to making the thumbnails to editing. I'm gonna be honest though, editing is not always my favorite, but sometimes it's my favorite part of the video. But just having a creative outlook, a creative outlet, to having just an outlet for me to be me is something I'm so immensely grateful for. And that actually concludes the video. That is 22 things I am so thankful for going into my 22nd year. I hope you enjoyed. And yes, so I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see y'all next time. Hugs and kisses.